Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of TerickTime. It is episode 20. Holy. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking around. I do need to ask a little favor here. If you're viewing the video and you haven't clicked that little red subscribe button down below, please go hit that one a little love for me. I would really appreciate it. And if you do end up liking the video here, maybe drop it a like, drop it a comment. All of those little bits of tidbits really add up and really make a content creator's day when you show them that little bit of love. That's just a couple of little clicks for you. It means the world to us. So please make sure you're hitting that little like button down there. So to catch you everybody up, I've been really busy in real life lately. The past week, it's been crazy. So it's been a little while since my last episode, and I'm sorry for that. Yeah, but I'm hoping I can get back into a little bit more of a routine again, and start getting some more content for you folks to enjoy here. So, but in the meantime, we did a few things between episodes, mostly this. We put all of these villagers in place, and they are all leveled up to masters, so I can get quartz 4 days now. Well, as long as I have emeralds, I can get quartz, so that's awesome. The other thing we've been working on while we're down here is getting some more of these brewer guys put in. This does take a lot longer because we got to convert them a couple of times, scoot them over here in the minecart, get another one, and keep converting. So it does take just longer, unfortunately. Yeah, that was the main thing we were working. Actually, no, that wasn't the main thing we were working on. I almost forgot that we did another thing. We did a thing in the Nether, and I do want to come show you. So let me pop over to the Nether, and let's go take a look at what we did over here. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the Nether. We did a thing. We have built our main tunnel headed north there. So in this tunnel, underneath all the carpeting, we do have soul sand, and we have the soul speed enchant, so we can zoom real fast on this. But I prefer to mostly fly, which is why I did make it a little bit of a larger tunnel with no ice. This, if you hadn't guessed, is our end portal tunnel, so that will just take us all the way down to the end here, which is actually a little bit of a ways, and digging out all of this end stone, don't want to do that again. Next world, I am making a different color palette for an end. I don't care. Yeah, this one goes up to here. This tunnel, the blue, the white, the sea lanterns, this goes up to the ice biome, which I never really actually needed, but I had the tunnel and the portal all set up, so I just kind of did it anyway. This is the tunnel to the sand mining desert I have, which has been obliterated. I went in there and was just like, wow, I've really taken a lot of sand. And if y'all don't believe me, I've mined almost 142,000 sand. I made a lot of concrete too. Like, holy yee. Anyway, yeah, that tunnel is there. We did that one in an episode. That's in an episode. This is. I still have to do a little something here. I think I need to bump the ladder over one block, but this is. Down there is where I go to collect netherite when I'm bored and feel like doing it, or. Yeah, I don't know. And this tunnel goes over to a elevator, an elytra elevator, I guess. And yeah, gold farm. If you didn't know, this is Nembomb. Yeah, this is a Nembomb one. And then we also put a hole in the bedrock here. That is a Rayworks thing as well. I'll have to throw a couple links in the description here for some of the farms that we used. Unfortunately, this is not spawn proof, so every once in a while we have some angry people, but that's why we fly, so they can't catch up to us. So, but yeah, that's everything I kind of did in between episodes here. So let's get back into the overworld here, and let's talk about what we're going to do in this episode. Okay, so this is all the stuff, which probably is a little bit excessive, because a lot of these shulker boxes are just full shulker boxes of one item. But that's just kind of how I roll, so, scaffolding blocks, sea lanterns, dark prismarine, warp stem, 2 of the smooth quartz, because we're going to need a lot of that. White concrete, gray concrete, rails, diorite. I know, don't judge me, it works. And then some other bits and bobs in here. So the plan for this episode is to take all this. We're going to go up north, where world spawn is, and we're going to make a little world spawn entrance thing doohickey. So yeah, I needed to break my bed because, well, I'm gonna need to end up like there if I die instead of here. So actually, I have a bed up there, I think. Do I have a bed up there? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna grab a bed. I'm gonna grab all this stuff, and we'll reconvene up north. Okay, so we are north of the island. You can just see it there in the distance. So we did a little bit of sciencing in a test world, trying to manipulate kind of spawn, because must you, yeah, like this block here is, I'm gonna call it ground zero for my spawn. But in a typical world, you can spawn up to 19 blocks away from this point. Unless you do a little spawn stuff where you can actually do this. So game rule or / game rule space spawn radius, and if you set it to 0, you will always spawn on this block right here. And that is what we want for today. And some of you might think that's cheaty, but I like playing Minecraft like the way I want to play Minecraft. So no judging, just be nice. So that means for this build, I need to have a hole dug. So I'm going to set up a beacon. I'm going to dig out a circle, a nice big circle. And, well, I'm going to plunk all... where am I going to put my stuff? I think the island. We're just going to put our stuff on the island here, okay? So I'm going to just make a little bit of room, plunk all my stuff down, get that beacon going, and then, yeah, I'm going to dig a hole. Let's just dig a hole. So I've been getting all set up. I got my perimeter set. I started digging out the top here, and I'm thinking, I probably should have time-lapsed it. But, you know what, it's just me digging a hole, so it's not the most exciting stuff in the world. Like, we've all dug holes in Minecraft before. Unless you find diamonds, it's eh. But originally, my plan was to basically make a big old circle here, go down probably about down to there, kind of the lowest point of the circle in the ocean there, line the bottom with sea lanterns, and then fill the sucker up with water, and make a little bridgey thing out to this block, which is where spawn is. I just finger gunned the monitor. Don't know why. Don't ask me, but it happened. But now I want to go to bedrock. How much cooler would that be? Okay, so I've thought about it for a little bit. We're going to go to bedrock. Which means I'm going to need a whole lot more smooth quartz. Like a whole lot more. It's a good thing we got those villages all primed up and ready to go. Sweet! So yeah, now that we're going to do a whole lot more digging, I'm going to go grab a couple more shulkers because I'm going to be hauling a whole lot more stuff out of here. And then let's kick it into a time lapse and have some fun with some tunes. Let's go. So we maybe got ahead of ourselves a little bit. We didn't think this through. There's water here. Water mining, bad. So, I'm quickly just going to knock up those quartz walls. go grab some sponges, and we're gonna have to get rid of some water here. So, sigh. Alrighty, so got myself some sponges, got a little bit of a perimeter wall set up there. So, just in case y'all didn't know, sponges are like the best thing ever for getting rid of water. So, but there's a little bit of a trick to it. So, I prefer to use a falling block, i.e. sand or gravel. Now, the problem is if I put a sponge here, doop, it'll take out that chunk. But you saw how that water kind of came back right away? That because water will generate source blocks. If there's one over there and one over there, it will kind of fill in. So what you want to do is make a 5-wide trench. So if you notice the sponges right here, you got 2 blocks on this side, 2 blocks on this side. So if I do sand here, see how that one became a source block? Yeah, that's a problem. So I'm just going to go along and fill in little 5-wide trenches so I can really maximize the sponges to make sure that I'm getting, you know, everything out of it. So let's quickly just do this, and I'll be right back for one of the most satisfying parts in Minecraft, sponges. Alright, so a little aerial view for you here. You can see we got our little boxes made in now. So now if we take the sponges and we go spam and doop and doop, it's pretty much all gone. So now I could drop a sponge in there, but I can also just drop a couple of sand blocks in there. Those are good. So now these are, instead of just sponges, these are now wet sponges, so they won't soak up any more water. Today I wasn't smart enough. Hang on. The other thing you really want for sponges is a hoe. Hoes are the primary tool to break sponges. So, instant, which is fantastic. Now, if I can get out of this hole, we're just going to grab this. We're going to quickly do this one. We're just going to work our way down. Perfect. So, now I'm going to show you why I like using sand. If you use a torch, break said sand with the torch, and place the torch, I did it wrong, place the torch underneath, all the sand falls. Because, whoops, when the sand falls on top of a torch, it breaks. So now, I have just made my own life much easier in the cleanup process. Like, I'm going to be digging this out anyway, so in this, it's getting night. Okay. Yeah, say you're working in like a guardian farm where you want to drain a large amount, you're not planning on digging it out, you just have the sand. Using the torch method makes it a whole lot easier to do the cleanup after the fact. Because, like, it took me, what, 2 seconds to break 10 sand blocks? That's awesome. So, little fancy trick for you. But yeah, I'm going to go through, remove the rest of this water real quick, and then, yeah, we're going to keep going. Oh yeah, and the best way to dry out the sponges used to be a furnace. Now you just go to the nether. Job's done. Well, this is just a little bit of a problem. Oh, there's even a drowned in here, holding a block. Must you have a water-filled ravine? Like, regular ravine, fine. But water-filled? Oy vey. Okay, I'm gonna drop a little wall in there, and then, go get my sponges. Okay. Sponges acquired. I think it's narrow enough that we can just spam our way to victory here. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Alrighty, we got ourselves 5 pickaxes all fixed up and ready to go. Let's get back in here and finish digging this out. That was a lot of digging. I've let a lot of stuff despawn, and I still have chests upon chests of stuff. Like, well, that one's not full, but like, yeah, I got lots of stuff, which is like really good. But yeah, so let's go beat up Mr. Slimy and get a crazy amount of cobblestone that we don't need because it's still despawning down here. And then we're gonna mine some diamonds. I figured, you know what? It's like the most exciting part of digging a big hole. Although I really thought I was gonna get more than 3 veins. So that's a little depressing, but like, you know, we got a 5 here, maybe 4 over here, maybe more. This one, I wonder if this is gonna be more or if it's just like all weirded out. But yeah. Let's check this out. So we got a 5 vein here. 5 vein. Ooh, doubled up. That's pretty nice. So double. What do we got here? What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. And the last one. We should hurry. Let's just do this really quickly. Really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9. The elusive 9. It was 9. Ow. Oh, go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, we're just gonna we're gonna run away. Just run away. Okay, it is now daytime. So I need to do. I'm gonna put sea lanterns on the bottom because I don't want that happening anymore. So, and then I'm going to coat the sides in smooth quartz, which is maybe a little nuts, but pretty sure I have enough. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna get her done. and bring you back in, because it's pretty boring just going around in circles. Okay, hang on. Alrighty, it's done. It was almost 5 shulker boxes of smooth quartz, which might be a little excessive, but you know, you have resources, we should use them instead of just hoarding them in a chest, right? Right. So I've been slowly taking some of the resources we dug out of here back to the island as we go back and forth, but the next part of this project is that big sea lantern floor down there. It's not very pretty. But what will make it pretty is when we put 7 shulker boxes of glass dyed cyan and light blue. So what we're gonna do is you put down hang on. Let me just make a little bit and then I'll show you. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the hole now. So what you do is you take 2 different colors of glass. So I got light blue and I got cyan. So I'm going to be placing basically layers of glass here in alternating orders with a layer of air in between. When you stack a bunch of these up, like 7 layers, maybe 9, because I wanted to do 9, but I only have 7 shulker boxes of glass, which is sad face right now. So, but we're just going to move on with 7. So, by alternating these layers, let's do this one. By alternating the layers, you create a fog effect. So you can kind of see a little bit of it already there, right? So it starts to kind of blend out the sea lanterns. And I don't know why I placed that there. That was foolish. Hang on. Let's just make a couple more layers here. So cyan and dirt and block and break it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. What around? This is 5. Then we're gonna have one more here, and then another cyan here. And yes, we're going to be losing some dirt blocks. That's okay. See, look at that. It just creates that blue misty haze. So again, I'm not going to bore you with me placing 7 shulker boxes of glass, so I'm just going to knock this out, and then I'll meet you back up there looking down at this thing. Alrighty. All done. I think we managed to get 8 layers in, 8 complete layers, so you can still just make out some of the sea lantern squareness, but I'm okay with it. It looks really cool. So now what we got to get working on is we're going to have a bridge coming out here, because this dirt block is our spawn point. So you spawn here. Right now, spawning here is, well, scary. Yeah, let's spawn and fall to our death. No, we don't want to do that. So we're going to make a bridge that kind of comes straight out here, but then we don't want to just have a floating bridge. We want to have it kind of supported. So I'm going to grab a few things, and then we're going to kind of make a curve, kind of coming from probably about there up to about here, and then we can kind of build our bridge off that. So just so you know, it looks a little supported, right? Right. Okay, so we worked our way down the wall here, and we're just gonna work on making a quarter of a circle, I guess. So I've got a wee little bit of a template on my other screen, so I'm just gonna show you how I kind of do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes. Where do we want to do that? 1, 2, that way. Okay, so then 1, 2, 4, out 1, 1, 2, out 1, up 1, out 1, 2, and then out 1, out 1. So that would be 1, 1, yes. And now we're gonna start going that away. So, out 1, 2, out 1, 1, and out 1, 2. Oh, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are we at? We're looking mighty fine here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. So this is our center point. I was really hoping I was going to grab that torch, which is now down there. So we're just going to put a piece of dirt there so we remember which one it is. So, yeah, let's just quickly take a look at this. Make sure, it looks okay. Go away. You go away. We're going to have to go sleep in a second. Oh, look, they're even down there. How about that? That looks pretty good. Oh, gosh. Let's go sleep. Okay, I went down and rescued my torch because, well, I wanted. So, now we're just going to quickly fill in the bridge here. Like that. Okay. But I want it to be a little bit of character over here, so we're just going to add a couple of blocks to the outside because I have some orange glass panes that are going to be our fancy pants railing. It's 3 wide, and if you do glass on both sides, you can still walk between it. So this is now our spawn point. So when you spawn in, you're going to spawn on this little platform, and if you have a less potato computer than me, you will see the island in the... Hang on, let's just for a second. We got it. Not that one. This one. We're at 18. 18 is kind of our normal, otherwise we lag. Let's try going up to 24. Oh. Now you gotta admit, that just looks good. But okay. In the interest of not lagging, we will turn this right back down to 18. I'm just going to quickly fire this orange glass railing all the way around the outside, and then I'm going to show you what's next on the little old agenda here. Okay, everybody. Got the railing all set up all the way around here, and I got to start this by saying this project is not over. It's far from over, actually. It's only about halfway done. But I just looked at my videos folder and realized I have almost an hour of footage. So I've made the decision. This episode is going to be split. We're going to have part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is going to finish this build up. So without further ado, I'm gonna head off and finish editing this video so I can get working on part 2 of this episode. So thank you everybody for coming around. Really appreciate hanging out. If you didn't click that subscribe and or like button at the beginning of the episode, make sure you do it now. Come on, just do it. It'll make my day. I really appreciate it when y'all do. So until part 2 of this episode, take care everybody. I'll see you soon.